Partners, today in math, we're comparing by matching. So you're going to need your book, pencil and eraser, and you're going to need cubes. Whatever colors you have are fine. They don't have to be orange, but get your cubes. And we have lesson 2.4, compare by matching sets up to the number 5. So here are Brandon's toy cars. How many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4. You can figure that out. Jay has toy cars that are less than the number that Brandon has. So you're going to use cubes to show how many cars he might have. So you have some choices here, right? He cannot have this many because this many matches up, right? That many is equal. He has to have less. So you could go with that, or that, or that, or that. You choose. You choose if you're going to have this number, or this number, or this number. Whatever you choose, draw the cubes. Then on the next page, we're still going to be comparing, and we're still going to use cubes. Here, you're just going to count the cubes and trace the number. Now, down here where we have our yellow sunshine, we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be making a train of cubes. That's what we're calling it when we have several of these hooked together. We're going to be making a train of cubes that has a number of cubes greater than 3. Remember, greater means more than. So you could have this many. You could get some other cubes to put on. You can choose how many cubes you're going to put there. And then, of course, go ahead and write that number down. It might be this number. It might be a different number, whatever number that is. Now, the next thing you're going to do down here for number 3, where the leaf is, you're going to move your train down here. And now you're going to draw it. So remember how you trace around the outside? I'm not actually doing it, but you can see my marker kind of going there. And then after you trace it, move it. And remember how you've seen here's a separation spot and drawn that line, and here's a separation spot and drew that line, and here's a separation spot and you draw that line. Draw those lines. And then over here, write how many you did. So it might be the same number as mine, but you might have chosen a different number. You might have a different number to write there. Then go ahead back up to the top of the page and double check. Make sure your train of cubes is longer than the one they had here. It might be the same size as mine, or it might be more long, but it can't be any shorter than mine, because then it's not going to be greater than that train of cubes. So now go ahead to the next page, and here you can see we have a train of cubes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. So we're going to write 5 right there. Then now, see this purple butterfly with the number 5 in it? Make a cube train that has a number of cubes less than 5. So the other page had greater, this page has less. So you might use this number again, but you could use different numbers. You could use this number. You could use this number. So choose what you're going to put for your train, and then write that number over here. You might write this. You might have something different than me, but something that is less than this train of cubes up here. Then finally down here, just like on the other page, you're going to actually trace it here to draw it. And remember, your train of cubes might be the same size as mine, but it also might be shorter or longer. And then we're going to draw the lines to show where those cubes separate. And over here, then you write how many. Now, of course, you know, yours might have this, and then you're going to write a different number. All right, go ahead. Turn over now to the very last page. up here where this red apple is, Kendall has a set of 3 pencils. So I'm going to put Kendall's pencils up here so that it's in line with this set of lines. I'm sorry that the camera keeps going in and out of focus. So you could draw a pencil just like that. If you want to try to be a little more detailed, you can draw the 2 sides, draw the little curved eraser part down there at the bottom, make a little triangle there. All right, so you can do pencils just with a line, or you can try to go fancy. So those are Kendall's pencils. Then her friend has a set with the same number of pencils. Now we're going to draw to show the sets of pencils. We've done that, and then we're going to compare them by matching them. Right, so here we go. Those 2 match up. These 2 match up. And these 2 match up. And then we write how many in each set. Well, that was easy. It told us, right? It told us that she had 3 pencils. And then it told us that her friend had the same number of pencils. And so if it's the same number of pencils, that's what we're going to have. Now down here, it says draw to show what you know about matching to compare. So when we're matching it, we're actually, measuring it to check it out. Like right here, not measuring, like with a ruler, but actually comparing those match, these match, these match. We did that on this page with our trains of cubes. Remember, we could show, here's this one, and then I can put this one right here to check out the match. Those match, those match, this matches, and this one is the one that makes it be greater. So down here, you're going to choose some things. You might choose to draw triangles and squares. Maybe you're going to draw sunshines and flowers. And you decide how many will be in this set, how many will be in this set. Write the numbers here, but especially, just like we did up there, make sure you draw the lines to match them up. So you might have something here, and you might have these down here. Draw the lines to match them up, but this doesn't have a match. Maybe you put this many, oh my goodness, hang on, my camera here. All right, maybe you did this many up down here, and maybe up here instead you did this many. Well, then these have a match, but this one doesn't have a match. So go ahead and write down here how many, and then over here, let's go with greater again. Go ahead and circle your set that is greater. Maybe your bottom set is greater than your top set. Maybe your top set is greater than your bottom set. Whichever set is greater, go ahead and circle that one. Boys and girls, you should be all finished with math for today. I will see you tomorrow for our next lesson. Bye-bye.